Politics as usual.
So with the elder statesmen and the forefathers and the guys that laid the blueprint down, all those guys didn't get to reap the benefits of what hip hop the culture is now. It's a lot of them that I've quote unquote forgotten about. They're not mentioned in the high regard as like a LL Cool J or Rakim or Big Daddy Kane. So do you feel like it should be like a what you call it, like a hip hop should take care of its own? You know what I'm saying? Like a union type thing for the older guys that lay down the groundwork, but they kind of got overlooked. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't get mentioned. You feel like they should be taken care of because hip hop is a $1 billion business, man.
Yeah,
so
it is.
Like,
it's kind of dog to a certain extent. At least it was kind of the Wild Wild West back in the 80s, the 90s, as far as deals go, as far as being taken care of. As far as what academics said, I kind of got a different perspective. I think he was really talking to one person. And the way academics go, he goes on rants and he's like, hey, all y'all niggas is dusty. He's really talking to one person. He wasn't really talking. He didn't really.
Who was he talking to?
He didn't really go into detail.
I know what he's talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
I put MC Shan.
Okay.
That's the person who always talk about young people. I watched him on the Breakfast Club.
I watched him on the Breakfast Club too.
He said the
he
person I was
wasn't
talking
going
about
to LA.
actually comment back.
Yeah.
And he said this person always talking about young people. MC Shan comment back. He was always talking about young people, and he do look dusty.
Yeah, so I mean, like a lot of times that goes with it as
But
far as
respectfully, though.
I mean, respect, like you said, like y'all say, respectfully. Like a lot of times you look at some older statesmen in hip hop. Some of the ones do look like. Well, I put it like this: a lot of, to Trey's point, people look at your status as far as how you look. It's not necessarily the message; it's the messenger.
Right.
So the messenger is coming at me. Yeah, you have all the knowledge in the world, but you look like a bum. So you want me to take advantage of you, and I'm already looking like I'm ahead of you.
Because they don't care about that shit.
Yeah.
I even
You know what I'm saying?
they might be fucked up. Let me give you a scenario. If a crackhead, right, came to me and told me don't do crack, I probably listen more to a crackhead telling me not to do it than a person who never seen crack before.
See, you're a wise man though, so you look at stuff differently. The average person,
Like a nigga who did crack and tell me,
Right.
man, I used to suck dick to get this. You don't want to do this. You know what I mean?
I get that, but
A
the
person
average,
who never seen crack just gonna be like, yeah, don't do it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I heard about this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
But a person that did crack go and let me know.
Right.
It's crazy.
Dog.
We're talking about DJ Academics, and
We the
it's
ones.
funny how sucking dick and DJ Academics go hand in hand.
Yeah,
but I mean, but as far as
So, like,
like, a lot of
Pookie
times
over
you look at it like, sometimes the messenger is just as important. The message. So, say for example, if LL comes in and drops knowledge, I think the younger cats would kind of look at LL as the blueprint. I think one time the question you asked Tracy, the older heads look out for the younger heads. A lot of them do. Like I said, Kodak Black and Master P, they had an interaction.
they got a relationship.
It ain't really.
They used to. They used to.
It really didn't go in well.
It didn't end well.
It didn't end well at all.
It was over money though.
Yeah.
To his point.
Yeah.
So I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
So,
like
yeah.
I think P wanted to give him guidance and wanted to kind of like give him like a consultant's fee. And, like I think Kodak was like, bro, like you supposed to be looking out for me. Why you want to charge?
Why this cap?
So a lot of it's a disconnect a lot of times with the older cats and newer cats.
Right.
Why this cap? Like J. Cole be putting his arm around a lot of the younger
Oh, for sure.
Meek too. He do. He's not used to. He still do. But see, I said Jay-Z's more, but he not. Like Cole, I'm starting to realize that Cole's an old head to them now.
Yeah.
Cole,
Right,
Meek
right.
Mill, like those are old heads to them now. You know what I'm saying? And some of them do take the time to put their arm around them and be like, yeah, like
Most definitely.
Cole. He went and talked to Kodak when Kodak was kind of wild and he going on like T.I.'s wife. I'm not T.I.'s wife.
21 too. 21 too.
21
21 Savage.
Nipsey wife. You know what I mean?
And
Both
it's
girls.
different ways to show support too. You know what I'm saying? You might have those artists like a Cole, like you said, they'll put their arm around them and give them game. And then you might have somebody like a Kendrick who throw the live for and have Kodak all over their last album. You know what I'm saying? So it's different ways to go about it. When y'all was talking, it made me think about a famous Kanye line when he was like, I'd heard him say it plenty of times. I don't take advice from people less successful than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, fuck that. Man.
And
That's a.
it's,
Kanye.
No, I mean, facts. But I mean, the thing is, like, certain people have that.
he may be
certain
onto
people, certain
something,
people
but
look at it like
kinda
like
That's a very common way people look at stuff. But
Right.
I've always been against that, just because you could be unsuccessful, but you probably know why you unsuccessful.
Right.
And you can tell me why you unsuccessful. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You can give me game.
You can get game
I
from both
always,
sides.
I always felt like experience is the best teacher. You know what I
Right,
mean? Once a
right.
person then live life and went through, like I got a little brother that's 10 years younger than me. He think I'm a psychic because I tell him everything that's about to happen to him. It's just because I've been here longer than you. You know
Yeah, I
what
get
mean?
that.
That's
but,
it.
But see, to your point though, you're in a minority with that though.
Yeah, for
most
sure.
people.
That's why I
think,
said
hey,
it's a
look,
common way. How you say it,
Yeah.
that's a common way.
Most people look
at
at it, hey, look, like I said, like I mean, I don't want to switch subjects too far, I go too far off, but like a lot of times growing up, you look at the kid guy with the money showing up, you more likely to not gonna say more likely, but oftentimes kids look at the kid guy with the money, nice car,
Yeah, when I was a
women,
kid, I thought
etc.
that, yeah.
Like that versus, you know what I mean, the guy driving the Honda.
As I got older, not
right.
only did I know it was wrong, I looked at it like I was thinking about this the other day that you brought. That's funny you brought it up. Like somebody that was maybe selling drugs, getting it how he was getting it. You got like 5 years in that.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
Live
after
fast-
that, the
live
rest of your
fast,
life
die
in
young.
jail.
Right.
Is do it equal out?
Yeah.
5 years of doing your thing, and then you get hit with a football number. You got to do 55 years in jail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You in
Yeah,
there.
is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
Is it
You
worth
know what I
it?
mean?
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
that comes with experience.
Yeah.
Like I said, that comes with living. So somebody with a little age can come back and tell you, like, look, this gonna happen to you if you stay down this path. So we can't be calling the elders old and dusty and shit. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, so essentially,
Yeah,
he
that's
just
what-
saying
that's what
what
I'm
he
getting
said was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, horrible.
we
You
we
know.
done with that?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just leave off on this note, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't going to put too much energy on academics, but I mean, you know, you can't put an old head on young shoulders. So, like, for all the young rappers out here who feel like they don't need no type of guidance or don't need to respect the guys that came before them, y'all going to be the old heads one day. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. Y'all going to be the old heads, and I'm curious to see how y'all going to do things when that time comes.
And all these people y'all calling old actually run the game. All these records
Right,
executives
it's still
and stuff you
power. They
gotta-
still got knowledge. They still making big time moves. You know what I'm saying? So it's still something to be learned from them.
So you should talk nice.
Yeah,
know what I'm
at,
saying?
at the end of the day, think of this shit as a big fraternity. Try to pledge a fraternity and think you're gonna get far in that motherfucker without
Respect.
respecting
Right.
respecting the guys that's already them pledged before you. Go ahead and try that shit and see how far you get.
Fact.
Exactly.
Politics as usual.